climbing in Mongolia, I thought of two best friends questing across this steppe, looking for perfect granite.
It's really fun.
With endless possibilities for first ascents.
You go first.
But it turned out to be a bit more complicated.
Oh my god, I hate this. Ow. It's a fine line between badass.
Are we going down there?
Dumbass. Oh no.
My name is Jen Randall. I'm a filmmaker based in Squamish, BC, Canada. And I've been making adventure films for 10 years now. This is my 10th year. This is my first film for the Real Rock film tour. In First Ascent, Last Ascent, I traveled to central Mongolia in May 2019 with Maddie Coop and Hazel Findlay, who are two old friends and also total trad climbing and sport climbing beasts. They're incredible climbers. We spent 3 weeks exploring central Mongolia, off-road, by car, by foot, and by horse. In 2018, I got a job following a group of women exploring Mongolia. And often in the distance, I would see crags and rock formations. And in the back of my mind, I thought, I wonder if anyone climbs here or what it would be like to come climbing here. So I thought, who would be keen to come out here and try and put up first ascents? Like, that could be a really exciting adventure and maybe a great film. And so Hazel was the first person I contacted, and without too much thought, she agreed right away. She was up for it. The route development, which was like the core of the whole idea, was hard. It was really difficult. It takes a lot of energy just to find a line out there. And then you get close to it, and you know, from afar, often these lines would look big and steep and impressive, and you get closer and they'd sort of shrink and they'd kick back, and you could spend hours just getting close to something that you thought looked great and it turned out to be nothing. So then you'd immediately have to start again and then start again. And then when we did find something to climb, that was wonderful. And the girls put in so much work. Maddie and Hazel would get a rope up there, they'd scrub it, they'd see if they were excited to climb it, if it was safe, if it was doable, if it was too easy, which it often was.
Hazel's not going to settle for anything less than a hard, classic line.
Does it go, Hazel?
Too easy! I could have climbed it with my trainers. Oh my god. You know, with legs pretty broken. It's not from the climbing. It's from the endless battling with the unknowns of developing a new area.
And then as soon as we did get to climb something, it was immediately on to the next thing, because we only had 3 weeks and we wanted to do as much as possible. So I think it was just that constant hunt and not knowing and not being able to be certain if we'd find anything. That was hard.
Maybe this is the one. Oh, it goes! Yeah! And it feels hard.
I think there definitely is a future for Mongolian climbing. I'm sure it's growing like it is everywhere. I would recommend people go out there if they have a real appetite for adventure. I think if you're open to all kinds of styles and grades, you'd find some fun stuff to develop. You've got to put in the time to make some local connections, make sure you're in a good area where you're welcome to be developing, and put in that time to connect with the people who are out there already. I think if you want to rock up and just get to send loads of cool already existing lines, then I wouldn't maybe make the trip yet. But if you want to go and get your hands dirty and really get stuck into some development, then it could be a fun place, yeah.
We found this really steep wall with an off-width cutting its way through.
The off-width style is such a challenge.
I personally was super psyched to have a good fight.
Nice one. Come on, keep fighting.
Oh yes, a jog, I found a jog.
Good effort, Hazel.
Warrior style.